Well, hello there. Welcome to another episode of the Beyond Report. It's your friendly neighborhood PhD, Dr. Judd Burton. And um, as always, if you like the content, click a like, subscribe, and share. It helps the channel to grow. Um, Starting off, I wanted to again express thanks to everybody that responded to all of the stuff that I had been doing on Antiquity X, and all of the great suggestions that you guys made for future episodes. Um, Lots of really good stuff that actually I'm going to start implementing either next week or the first week in January. And I'll probably make that a once or twice a month event where I take a request and make an episode of Antiquity X out of it. So that's going to be pretty fun. Um, now, keep in mind that uh, there's some rather interesting things on the uh, forefront for Burton Beyond. One of the things that I'm going to do this year is to read in Greek the Nativity story from Luke chapter 2. And I'm probably going to make that a special episode of, like a Christmas episode of Quick Classics. Um, and that's specifically a Christmas present for my hometown, Merkel, Texas, and all the great folks in Merkel. But of course, the wider audience of the world I will be privy to that too. So I'll make a posting of that here within the next few days. That'll be kind of interesting. With my Texas drawl, it may sound a little bit like the scene from Tombstone where Doc Holliday is speaking in Latin with a southern drawl, except in this case, it will be me reading ancient Greek with a West Texas drawl. So it'll be a lot of fun for all of us. Um, now, I'll also be appearing on Jared Cressman's show. If you guys know Jared Cressman and Tom Dunn, they've done a show called Through the Black, and I've been a guest on their show a number of times. And we're going to do a Christmas episode on Tuesday, December the 22nd, 6 p.m. Standard or Central, excuse me, and where we'll talk about the history of Christmas and some of the elements of some of the debated and not so debated elements of Christmas, undoubtedly. So you'll want to tune in for that. Now, also remember that uh, there's a very interesting celestial event that peaks on the winter solstice, but you could actually start viewing it right now, and that is the so-called Christmas star conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. And just by way of review, if you want to take a look at it, uh, you it's a good thing, probably a good thing to watch the western twilight sky. About 30 minutes before sunset and about an hour after I think is the peak viewing time. So if you got binoculars, you're supposed to be able to view it with the naked eye. If you got binoculars or telescope, that'll probably help you out. Um, but should be just above the horizon. And the last almanac reading that I did said that the peak was at about 6:37 or thereabouts p.m. On December the 21st. At any rate, I'm gonna do some sort of recording event. I may not record the actual event, just because I don't have the tech to actually capture the uh, spectacular nature and all of its details of this particular event that hasn't occurred for several centuries. But it'll be fun. We'll do some commentary and historical commentary, and I'll post that as well, maybe as a special episode of the Beyond Report. And if you're interested in learning more about the Bethlehem Star and the history of Christmas, my book, 12 Days of Christmas Bible Studies, is still available, and you can purchase that for a modest fee, and I'll put a link in the description of that if you're interested. But lots of stuff coming up. There'll be a number of episodes of the different shows that I do, like Antiquity X and Quick Classics and even Sunday School X, that are all Christmas themed that deal with some aspect of the history of Christmas. Um, the Christmas season, in particular, the ancient and biblical context of Christmas. Um, so, once again, thank everybody for tuning in to this brief Beyond report today, and wishing you an early Merry Christmas. And I will talk to you soon. Godspeed.